Hi everyone and welcome back to Winter of Series 13 in Forza Horizon 5. This is Nissan to the Max, the next seasonal championship we do in this week's festival playlist, and as you may have guessed, the cars we get to drive are going to be Nissans. It will be the big class in street racing settings, so for me the car choice was pretty obvious. I planned to avoid collision with the NPC car, but apparently that didn't quite fit the plans of the two AIs in front of me, so instead of a really nice start where I would pass half the field or more in one nice sweeping motion and be fighting for the leadership position in this race, I ended up being on the back foot, having to find my way through the field, allowing the front to build the gap. Although somebody just flew past the corner behind us. I'm not sure if that was the AI or the last of our teammates. The battle for the second place that has just finished on your screen was actually very nice. We definitely tried to leave each other's space and not interfere with each other's race, which is very nice. It would be quite upsetting to be smashed in the side or thrown out of the checkpoint, but none of that has happened. We have a very polite lobby today, which is great. It's not a full lobby, we only have 4 players, but that's fine. Now the car in front is Chazzy, and obviously he took the full advantage of my well, not ideal start. I'm not sure I still have a chance to catch up. There's half the race to go, so on one side there's plenty of time, and if there was an AI I wouldn't be worried at all, but Chazzy is not that slow at all. We are about the same pace in general, and he is usually pretty smart about choosing his cars, so I'm not sure I have a chance to fight for the first position here. Not too far from each other, but transforming this not too far into I am ahead is a different kind of beast. Nonetheless, I mean, second place is fine. As you can see, the team score is really nice right now. AI has no chance whatsoever, and I actually began talking about the car. So the 97 Nissan Skyline GTR V-Spec with a tune by K1Z Bard. That's my favorite car for road and street racing in B and A classes. It may not be the fastest one, but it is super fast. But it's very easy to drive as well, has the handling, the speed and everything you may want from the car in these conditions, which is why, again, the choice for me was absolutely obvious. Now, that's the second place finish in the first race, but a decisive win for Team Human, so we're gonna move on to the next race and try to do better. And the second race is El Lago Blanco, another track where there's a few places where a lot of things happen. The first corner in particular is usually a place for a huge mess up, the pile of roaring motors and metal where everybody crashes into each other, both AIs and humans. There was an unlucky AI who went heads on into the NPC traffic, which allowed me to get in the first position, which is pretty much where I want to be. Chazzy is not far back, so I need to be careful about making mistakes, and you may have seen the headlights of another car that went straight through and past the corner without braking. I'm pretty sure that was one of our teammates, and yeah, that's something that happens a lot on this track. There's a second place which is like a choke point for collisions and crashes, which we are rapidly approaching right now. There's going to be a tight left-hander in the end of this small section right here, and the problem with it is the run out area to the right of it is that hill, so the AI and some of the impatient human players who forget to brake there and overshoot the corner, find themselves flying up that hill, and that produces hilarious situations all the time, especially in the higher classes, the S1, S2. Sometimes the flying cars there are absolutely hilarious. Well, we are past the halfway of this race, and I have built quite a gap over Chazzy, which is good because he won the previous race. It's time for me to win the next one, and just reminds me of a interesting or funny case. I think it was the very first time we ran together in the convoy with Chaz. I forgot to turn in this corner, but luckily there was a building, so I used a bit of a wall ride, and the loss is not that huge. But yeah, you don't do mistakes like that if you want to win the race, so I should be a little bit more careful. But I was saying, I think it was the very first time we ran together with Chaz when he won both races in the seasonal championship, and he messaged me afterwards and asked, should we redo them so you can reshoot and win? And I had a good smile about that, because, you know, the point of these videos is not so much to show how I win this championship. If that was the point, I would be running it against AI, because it's been a while since I lost to AI at these difficulties, so that would be easily. But no, the point is to give you an option of a car and tune that allows you to pass the challenge easily, and that's what these videos are for, as well as a little bit of an entertainment. But I do like to win, so finishing first anytime I see that that writing on the screen, I am quite happy. So that's it for this champ. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.